What's good, it's Joy Boy, and I need to address something in the One Piece Bounty Rush community right now. I'm sure if you've logged onto this game, even at all, for 5 seconds within the past month, 2 months, you will know who this man is. Galaxy Impact EX Garp. Now, 90% of the player base absolutely hates this character unless they have this character. And why is that? Because people think that he does not have a counter. If you take a look at the Reddit, which I'm about to do in about 15 seconds or so, you can clearly see that everyone and their mother is begging for a Garp counter. So for those of you that have been living under a rock or don't look at the Reddit, here is a small sample selection of all of the people's rage posts about Garp. They're talking about how he's going to get hard countered soon. They're telling you not to summon on him. They're talking about possible counters. That guy's just mad. They want to know if characters are just another Garp victim or if they're a counter. A lot of people don't like this man. So, I'm going to show you guys how to actually deal with this motherfucker without losing your minds in League. There's a few characters that are really good at doing that job and defiling him and giving him a dose of the abuse that he has dealt out to all of us for so long. Two characters we're going to take a look at are probably the most obvious ones. They're the EXs that came out after Garp, Kuzan and Sabo. Probably the most common ones you're going to be seeing in League, and the most common ones that you see actually defeat Garp. So if you take a look at Kuzan here, all you got to do is hit him with your skill 1. It's going to get rid of his shield and freeze him. Then you hit him with your skill 2 and he's dead. Now I know this is in solo missions, but same shit happens in League. And with Sabo, it's even easier. So for Sabo, all you gotta do is use your skill 1. The first hit gets rid of his shield, and the second hit KOs him. Now, before you start typing it in the comments, I already know what you're thinking. You're wondering, well, Joy Boy, what if I don't have the 2 newest EXs besides Garp? What am I supposed to do? I don't spend all of my hard-earned shekels on One Piece Bounty Rush gambling. I don't have an addiction like you. To that, I say, here's your answer. You're gonna want to use this man, Jabra, which is probably one of the hardest Garp counters, and possibly the sexiest Garp counter. We have Ulti. So first up, we have the furry, good old boy himself, Jabra. Just watch this. All you gotta do is tap that skill 2, and it's gonna one-shot Garp. And if for some reason that doesn't work, you have skill 1, which also one-shots Garp. So, I mean, realistically, you can't go wrong. And most people have Jabra because he gets featured in a lot of banners, and if not, just get yourself a dog, bro. He's man's best friend, after all. And what does every healthy home need besides a dog? A fine-ass woman to keep your head on your shoulders. And that would be Ulti. Speaking of head, look at how hard she headbutted both of those Garps into oblivion with just the skill 1. And the skill 2 can't hurt either, because after you use that skill 1, you're going to get your attack increases because you're fighting another attacker, which is Garp. You really can't go wrong here. The next character on this list that can deal with Garp is the second biggest asshole in the Navy. This man, Akainu. With his recent buff, he pretty much destroys Garps. You can't lose here. Watch this shit. I'm gonna drop my skill 2. As soon as they stop moving. Hold still, boys, come on. I'm just gonna touch you. Look at that. Skill 2, drop both their health. All I gotta do is use my skill 1, or I could use the alternative option of just spamming my normal attacks and killing them with the incineration status effect, which he does not resist. Look at that shit. Easy work. The last 2 characters I'm going to showcase in this are going to be Honesty Impact, Kobe, and Ichiji. However, this gameplay isn't a very good representation because I had to switch the room match to a fixed level in order to use these guys since I don't have them leveled up yet. So basically, with Kobe, you're going to wait until Garp butchers one of your teammates, like that poor Senor Pink there, and then you're going to want to fist him with your skill 1. Just like that. And usually it will one-shot, however, since we're in fixed level here, it didn't really do its thing. Now, Ichiji, you're basically going to want to fly at him with your superpowered boots and use your skill 2. I've seen this one-shot Garps plenty of times in League Battle, because both his skills are multi-hit. So if you notice a trend or a common theme with all the characters I've showcased so far in this video, in order to deal with Garp, you need to have characters that have multi-hit attacks, whether that be their normals like Ulti, or their skills like everyone else. And that is because this man has a shield, and if you don't know about this yet, you probably just started playing Opbr, But the way a shield works is it doesn't matter if your attack does more damage than the shield actually has in HP. You're not going to be able to touch their actual health bar until that shield is destroyed. This is it right here if you read this trait. So Garp has a 30% of his max HP shield barrier. And if you don't destroy that shield, then your attack really isn't going to do any damage to him. So without a multi-hit skill, you can't one-shot Garp, and you really can't cut into his HP. And that's a problem, because as soon as he knocks you down again, he's going to recover that shield by 1%. And 1% really doesn't sound like it's that much, but 1% shield could block up to a 30k damage attack just because that 1% is there. It'll prevent your skill damage from even touching his HP until it's gone. So realistically, use multi-hit skills. If you have a really high damage skill, don't use it on a Garp that already has his shield, or you're most likely going to waste it. Attempt to break it with a normal attack first, or wait for your teammates to break it and then snipe in and take them out. So that's about it for this video. I hope you can stop complaining about Garp needing a counter, because he already has so many. So chances are you probably have one of these characters, and if you don't, just try to get one, bro. Save your gems. If you hate Garp that much, prioritize saving until you can get a character that cooks his ass. That's all you need to know. So thanks for watching the video. I'm going to put a link to my Discord server in the description. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe to my channel, and you can talk some shit in the comments if you want.